lot of people think that better content starts with some secret angles, and it doesn't. And I feel like that's the part beginner creators don't realize fast enough. Because sometimes it's not your angles, it's your framing, your lighting, your background, and the fact that you hit record before your shot even looks ready. And of course, angles help, but by themselves, they're not gonna carry a weak setup. So if you've been filming and wondering, why does this still look like beginner? This is probably where your real issue is. Today, I'm breaking down 3 things that still make your content look off, even if the angle is not that bad. And the good thing is, these are things that you can fix before you even start editing. First off, your framing might be making the whole video feel off, and I just feel like this is where people get confused because they'll say things like, oh, but the angle is cute. Okay, but if your head is too low in the frame, and if there's too much empty space above you, or your background might be swallowing you, and then your video feels amateur. Yes, we're beginners, but if we stay ready, we don't ever gotta get ready. And a good shot needs balance, so I should be able to see you clearly, connect with your face clearly, and know where to look right away. And if there's one thing I've noticed from experience is if the frame is off, your viewers will feel it. What could actually help you is bringing the camera closer, clearing up the space behind you, making sure that you're in focus and not everything around you. And second, your lighting may be fighting your content. And I'm not saying you need some big expensive setup. I'm saying that if your face is too dark, that means that the light is hitting you weird. And if your room is dull and flat, that's just gonna make your video feel off and less polished. Lighting changes everything. You could have the best phone and the best angle and still lose the shot because the light is not helping you. What you need is simple. Your face should be clear, your eyes should have light, and the shot should look intentional. If the lighting has you looking tired, gray, or shadowed out, your video's already starting behind. Same frame, same angle, no lighting. Same frame, same angle, lighting on. Same frame, same angle, close up, no lights on. Same frame, same angle, but with the lights on. And the third thing that most people don't like hearing is that your video looks beginner because you rushed it. Probably hit record too fast. You didn't check your frame. You didn't check your background. You didn't check to see if the lighting was in good position and where it was sitting. And you didn't check to see if the shot actually matched what you wanted. And I'm not saying that to make you feel bad or drag anybody. I'm saying it because I've been there. Most times it's not your talent and it's not the gear. It's that your setup was rushed. So now you end up working the video harder during editing. And baby, let me tell you that editing can't always save a shot that was never set up properly to begin with. That's why slowing down a few minutes before you hit record can save you more time later. Before you hit record, here's the real checklist. Check your framing, check your lighting, check your background, and check whether the shot actually makes sense and if it's intentional. Those are just a little few things that are gonna have your content looking and feeling elevated before you even touch the editing app. Because in this season, we know that a better video is not about doing more. It's about slowing down long enough to catch what looks off before you even hit record. And honestly, this is one of the biggest differences between rush content and intentional content. So yes, angles matter, but angles alone is not the whole story. If you feel like your video looks flat, don't stop at angles. Look at the frame, look at the light, and look at whether you actually prepared the shot or if you just rushed to get something up. And that's how your content starts looking better. Not by doing the most, but by catching the right things before you hit record. If you'd like, I can do part 2 where I break down the exact beginner-friendly setup I'd use in a small studio to make content look cleaner fast. And if you made it to the end, go ahead and comment setup if you want that next one. And that's a wrap for this episode of Clarity for Creators. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!